Ghislain extended his hand toward Commander Scoven, boldly requesting command of the troops. The commander paused, inwardly scoffing, thinking although Ghislain might be a fool, demanding authority in the midst of chaos was idiocy on another level. Rising to his feet, Scoven flatly refused, startling Ghislain. "Do you think this is a game?" he snapped. "Even as the young master, I won't surrender the authority granted by the Lord himself." Ghislain bristled at the rejection, silently admitting he'd react the same if some idiot made the demand. But before he could retort, another orc charged straight at them. Scoven ready to strike and barked for Ghislain to fall back. He was too green to lead. Desperate to prove himself, Ghislain swung his sword wildly, nearly clipping the commander in the process. Scoven whirled, grabbing Ghislain by the collar in fury. "What the hell are you?" His words cut off as the orc's agonized cry echoed. Ghislain's blade had buried itself in the beast's forehead. The creature crumpled, dead in seconds. The commander stared, bewildered. How had this scrawny kid nailed the weak spot so precisely? Ghislain met his gaze. "Commander, do you know the most crucial thing in battle?" Scoven remained speechless. Around them, soldiers' faces twisted in terror as orcs rampaged unchecked. Ghislain scanned the chaos and declared, "What we need is momentum." Without warning, he yanked his sword from the fallen orc and surged forward. Leaping over the fray, he landed atop another beast, driving his blade into its forehead in one lethal strike. Shock rippled through the troops and Scoven alike. Pulling his weapon free, Ghislain roared at the orcs, "Come at me. I'll slaughter every last one of you." The challenge drew a swarm. They charged in a frenzy. Ghislain met them head-on, severing an arm here, felling others with ruthless precision. Scoven watched in disbelief as severed limbs flew past. Even as a mana user, this would tax him immensely, yet the skinny young master danced through the onslaught, conserving energy with minimal dodges, exploiting weak points like a master swordsman without mana or something beyond. Ghislain taunted louder, "Is this all you've got? You're supposed to be warrior species." He absorbed blows, luring more orcs toward him, away from the battered soldiers. They noted how the horde pursued him relentlessly, as if he were fleeing. Scoven puzzled over it. Drawing aggro was smart, but why bolt toward the cliff's edge? Realization dawned. "Shield wall." Scoven bellowed. "Follow the young master now." Ghislain raced to the precipice, a trail of orcs thundering behind. At the brink, he spun to face them, betting Scoven had caught on. Slicing all the orcs himself would have been to his preference, but his stamina was trash. This was the only play. He clashed fiercely, inches from the drop. Then Scoven's forces slammed in with shields and spears before the orcs could react. Ghislain grinned and vaulted backward over the edge, yelling, "Now. Push!" Scoven commanded. The soldiers rammed forward, encircling the orcs and shoving them into the abyss. Screams faded as the beasts plummeted to their doom. Panting heavily, the men cheered. They'd done it, wiped out the horde. But celebration halted as Scoven leaned over the cliff, shouting Ghislain's name. There, dangling from his sword embedded in the rock face, Ghislain smirked up. Scoven reached down, smiling. "Grab on." Ghislain's grip faltered. His hand slipped from exhaustion, and he plunged into darkness. Fragments of memories assaulted him. Elena as a child, asking if mother was truly gone, her grateful thanks, her worry over his recent strangeness, her calling him the worst. An arm seized him from behind, Elena's voice urging, "Come with me." He jolted awake, a damp cloth sliding from his forehead. How was he alive? Had they saved him? He asked, wondering if that was a dream. Pain lanced through him as he tried to sit up, his body's revolt for pushing it too far. The door burst open. A stunning maid rushed in. "Young master, you're awake." "Belinda," he murmured, recognizing her instantly. She set down a water bowl, scolding, "Do you know how worried I was? Didn't I tell you to leave the orcs to the soldiers?" Before she could nag further, Ghislain pulled her into a tight hug. "What did I do wrong?" she asked, flustered. "Nothing," he whispered. "I'm just so glad to see you." She'd been his childhood tutor, the only one who stuck by him through his foolishness. After the family crumbled, she'd vanished. He never expected this reunion. She pulled back, confused. Why so happy? We see each other every day. He hesitated, then confessed. A catastrophe loomed over Perdium, and he'd returned back to life. She laughed it off. The orcs nearly did you in, that's all. No, listen, but she cut in, warning he was in more danger than the city. After endless nagging, he conceded she'd never believe him. What about the festival? She pressed. What would happen if you were too hurt to attend? Festival, he echoed. Lady Elena's been waiting to go with you. It's a perfect chance to mend things. He recalled it vaguely, the annual event. In his past life, trauma had stolen it from him. Picking up a photo of him and Elena from the table, he asked, how long until it starts? Next week, Belinda replied. 1 week until the day that haunted him the most in his past life. The door creaked open again, a familiar voice calling his name. Ghislain's thoughts raced at the sight of his sister. 1 week until Elena would die.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this manhwa recap and want to catch the next chapter, smash that subscribe button, like, and hit the notification bell. Got a favorite manhwa you'd love to see recapped? Drop it in the comments below and I'll see you in the next one.